When we think of pharaohs, what comes to mind? Is it the image of a powerful ruler, seated majestically on a throne, commanding the respect and obedience of all who lay eyes upon them? Images of dazzling gold, towering pyramids, and absolute power flood our imagination. We see the splendor of their tombs filled with treasures meant to accompany them into the afterlife, and the grand monuments built to honor their reigns. We envision rulers draped in the finest linens, adorned with glittering jewels, their every whim a command. Their attire, a symbol of their divine status, reflects the wealth and resources at their disposal. History books often portray them as almost godlike figures, separated from the common people by an insurmountable gulf of wealth and privilege. They are depicted as distant and unapproachable, living lives of unparalleled luxury. But is this picture complete? Is it fair to view them solely through the lens of their opulence and power? What about the human side of these rulers, the aspects of their lives that history often overlooks? Did the pharaohs spend their days solely indulging in luxury and issuing decrees from their opulent palaces? Or did they also engage in the daily tasks and responsibilities that came with ruling a vast and complex society? The reality, as is often the case, is far more intricate and fascinating than these simplified narratives suggest. Pharaohs were not just figureheads of power, they were also administrators, military leaders, and religious figures, each role demanding their attention and expertise. Behind the shimmering facade of gold and grandeur lay a world of immense responsibility, complex challenges, and constant struggle. They had to navigate political intrigue, manage resources, and ensure the prosperity and stability of their kingdom. Their decisions could mean the difference between prosperity and famine, peace and war. Pharaohs often held council meetings with their advisors, discussing matters of state, foreign policy, and economic strategies. They were deeply involved in the governance of their land, making decisions that would impact the lives of their subjects. Many pharaohs also led military campaigns, defending their borders and expanding their territories. They were warriors as much as they were rulers, leading their armies into battle and securing their nation's future through strength and strategy. In addition to their political and military duties, pharaohs were also seen as intermediaries between the gods and the people. They performed religious rituals and ceremonies, ensuring that the favor of the gods was maintained and that their people remained spiritually connected. The legacy of the pharaohs is a testament to their multifaceted roles and the enduring impact they had on their civilization. Their reigns were marked by both grandeur and grit, a combination that has fascinated historians and laypeople alike for centuries. As we continue to study and interpret the lives of these ancient rulers, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of their existence. The pharaohs in our minds are not just symbols of ancient opulence, but also of the enduring human spirit and the timeless challenges of leadership. To be a pharaoh was to bear the weight of an entire civilization on one's shoulders. This was not a role for the faint-hearted. It required immense strength, wisdom, and resilience. The pharaoh was seen as the living embodiment of the god's will on earth, a bridge between the divine and the mortal realms. They were not merely kings or queens, they were considered divine intermediaries, chosen by the gods to rule and ensure the prosperity of Egypt. This divine selection meant that their actions were seen as guided by higher powers, and their decisions carried the weight of divine authority. Their power was absolute, but it came at a price. The immense responsibility often led to sleepless nights and endless deliberations. Every decision, whether in times of peace or conflict, had far-reaching consequences for the entire nation. The pharaoh was the ultimate authority in all matters of governance, religion, and military strategy. They had to be shrewd politicians, wise judges, and formidable military leaders, all rolled into one. Their leadership was crucial in times of war, where their strategies could mean the difference between victory and defeat. They were responsible for maintaining justice, upholding religious traditions, and protecting the borders of their vast kingdom. This meant constant vigilance against internal strife and external threats. The pharaoh had to ensure that laws were fair and just, and that the people felt secure under their rule. The stability and prosperity of Egypt rested squarely on their shoulders. They were the symbol of the nation's unity and strength. Their ability to maintain harmony and order was crucial for the flourishing of Egyptian civilization. The pharaoh's legacy was not just in monuments and tombs, but in the lasting peace and prosperity they brought to their people. The life of a pharaoh was not one of idle luxury. Their days were highly structured, filled with a myriad of duties and responsibilities. Imagine a typical day in the life of a powerful pharaoh like Thutmose III. Before the sun peeked over the horizon, the pharaoh would rise, bathe in perfumed water, and make offerings to the gods in his private shrine. This was followed by a light breakfast of bread, fruit, and perhaps some honeyed wine, all while being attended to by servants. After breakfast came the business of ruling. The pharaoh would meet with his advisors and officials in the grand audience chamber, discussing matters of state, reviewing reports from across the kingdom, and issuing decrees. However, the court was not always a place of unity and cooperation. Rivalries between advisors, power struggles between factions, and the constant maneuvering for influence created an atmosphere of simmering tension that the pharaoh had to navigate carefully. Section 5. The Nile's Fury, Facing Nature's Challenges. One of the most pressing concerns for any pharaoh was the Nile River. Egypt's very existence depended on the annual flood, which brought fertile silt to the land. But the Nile could also be a fickle mistress, flooding too little or too much, bringing famine or devastation. Pharaohs were expected to appease the gods through rituals and offerings to ensure a bountiful flood. They also invested heavily in irrigation projects, granaries, and other infrastructure to mitigate the risks posed by the unpredictable river. Section 6. The Heart of a Kingdom. Pharaohs and their people. While the pharaoh stood at the pinnacle of Egyptian society, they were not entirely removed from the lives of their subjects. They understood the importance of maintaining the people's favor and ensuring their well-being. Pharaohs often participated in religious festivals and celebrations, offering sacrifices and prayers on behalf of the people. They also commissioned public works projects like temples, canals, and monuments, which provided employment and stimulated the economy. Section 7. The Price of Power, Internal Struggles and Rebellions. Maintaining control over a vast and complex kingdom like Egypt was no easy feat. Pharaohs faced constant threats to their power, both from within and outside their own families. Internal power struggles, ambitious rivals, and outright rebellions were not uncommon. Pharaohs had to be ruthless and decisive in crushing dissent and consolidating their power, often relying on a combination of military might, strategic alliances, and cunning diplomacy. Section 8. Beyond the Horizon, Threats from Foreign Lands. Egypt's wealth and prosperity made it an enticing target for envious neighbors. Pharaohs had to be prepared to defend their borders from incursions by Nubians, Libyans, Hittites, and other foreign powers. Maintaining a strong and well-equipped army was essential. Pharaohs often led their armies into battle themselves, demonstrating their courage and military prowess to their enemies, and solidifying their image as powerful warriors. Section 9. The gods must be pleased, maintaining divine favor. Central to the pharaoh's legitimacy was their relationship with the gods. They were considered to be living embodiments of the god Horus, and their right to rule depended on their ability to maintain divine favor. Pharaohs dedicated immense resources to constructing temples, making lavish offerings, and performing elaborate rituals to appease the gods. They also acted as intermediaries between the divine and the mortal realms, interpreting the gods' will and ensuring that their laws were upheld. Section 10. Legacy carved in stone, the pharaoh's enduring mark. Despite the challenges, the pharaohs left an indelible mark on history. They oversaw the construction of some of the most awe-inspiring monuments ever created, from the pyramids of Giza to the temples of Karnak. Their reigns witnessed incredible advancements in art, architecture, mathematics, and astronomy. Their tombs, filled with treasures and intricate decorations, offer us a glimpse into their beliefs, values, and aspirations for the afterlife. Section 11. Beyond the glitter. Understanding the real pharaohs. The pharaohs were not simply decadent rulers obsessed with wealth and luxury. They were the heartbeat of ancient Egypt, the very essence of its culture and society. They were complex individuals who navigated a web of responsibilities, challenges, and dangers. Every decision they made had far-reaching consequences, affecting not just their reign but the lives of their people. Their lives were a delicate balancing act, demanding wisdom, courage, and unwavering dedication. They had to be warriors in times of war, diplomats in times of peace, and spiritual leaders who connected the divine with the mortal realm. By looking beyond the glitter of gold and the grandeur of monuments, we uncover the true essence of their existence. Their wealth and opulence were not just for show, they were symbols of their divine right to rule and their duty to maintain Ma'at, the cosmic order. We can begin to appreciate the true complexities of their lives and the indelible mark they left on human history. Their solitude often masked the weight of their responsibilities as they contemplated the future of their kingdom and the well-being of their subjects. The pharaohs were not just rulers. They were visionaries who laid the foundations for one of the most enduring civilizations in human history. Their leadership was a blend of authority and empathy, guiding their people through prosperity and hardship. They were the embodiment of an entire civilization, carrying the hopes, dreams, and destiny of Egypt on their shoulders. Their legacy is etched in stone and inscribed in the annals of time, a testament to their enduring influence in the civilization they helped shape.